Welcome to Cricket Chat YouTube channel, and today our discussion will be around our national under-19 cricket team that is going for the World Cup qualifiers for the next year 2024 under-19 World Cup, ICC under-19 World Cup, to be held in Sri Lanka. As you must be aware, Kenya is one of the teams that will be taking part in that tournament. The last time that Kenya took that part in that tournament was in year 2018 when they were in New Zealand. The tournament came up after quite a long time since Kenya had taken part in a similar tournament. It was something that everybody in the country that follow cricket were happy with that performance because it was hosted at home, and Kenya eventually managed to qualify after over 16 years of not taking part in that tournament. But they missed out on last year's World Cup because they didn't take part in the qualifiers because of the instability that was around Cricket Kenya management, and so Kenya were not part of the team that took part in the qualifiers. With that, Nigeria managed to qualify and were in the West Indies for the last year's under-19 World Cup.
Uganda.
And they were with Uganda. And so there's another chance for the qualifiers to get new teams. And Kenya, beginning this Sunday, they'll be in Tanzania to look for that one ticket that will see an African team taking part in that tournament. And with that, today we are joined by our national under-19 coach, who was part of the team that went to Sri Lanka, to New Zealand in 2018. And I'm sure he's still on a mission to get Kenya to the World Cup in Sri Lanka. And he's none other than Coach Josephat Irungu. Josie, yes, welcome to Cricket Chat.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's my name. My name is Josie. They call me that, and I'm happy to start. I've been waiting for Dan to come for the interview. That I'm happy about it. First of all, it's to thank my chairman for having trust in me, and my development director, that's Thomas Odoyo, for having faith with me and trusting me with the team. Yeah.
So Josie, if you could just start, how has been the preparation for the team? When did the team start preparing for these qualifiers?
Yeah, we've been training for the last three months. Yeah, even when we started, when it was raining, we decided
the April rains.
It affected us, but we just pushed on and said we can't wait anymore. We have to start.
And how has it been? How has the players responded? Because you find that by the time you're starting your training, there were no league matches, so there was nothing to keep them into the pitch. How was it?
Wow. How
did you manage with that challenge?
The challenge, there was no any challenge because we started with 62. When we announced that we are starting under 19 training, we had the 62 guys who came for trials. Then from there, we trained for 1 month. Then we cut it down for 32. Then after 32, that's when we cut it down to 18. Yeah. Then now we have the final 14.
Yeah. So the final 14s that have been selected to represent the country in the qualifiers is Vishil Patel.
Yes.
Is going to be the captain. We've got Brian Likavu, Dash Panjani, Yash Gohil, Raj Manji, Vaibhav Naresh, Dedan Omondi, Ken Mwangi, Stian Smith, Arnav Patel, Hitendra Sangani, Vatsal Shah, Neil Doshi, and Krish Haria.
Yes.
Coach, with this squad, what did you look at before finally coming up with this team?
As a coach, the first thing is you check is the balancing of the team. You need to have your batsman, you need to have your bowlers, and you need also to have the all-rounders, which I managed to combine them and to get the right team.
So looking at this team, maybe if you could just name to us the batters that the country will be relying on to get those runs for the team.
Yeah, we'll have our opening batsman, that's Dash Panchani, who will open batting with Branley Kavu.
Dash is the batsman who scored 210 runs in Nigeria in last year.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the other person you mentioned is Branley Kavu. Kavu has had he played for the national team 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and he's been training with them. Yeah, he was called for the to prepare for that tournament which just ended. Yeah.
So you've got Dash, Brian. Who else?
Then we have Ranj Manji. Then we have Steven Stian. And then we have Hitu Jitendra from Mombasa. Then from there we have Vaibhav, who is also a good all-rounder. Yeah, then from there it depends with the situation of the game, but those are the main batsmen, the top player of the team.
How strong is our bowling?
Yeah, our bowling is strong. We have more of attacking spinners because we understand the condition in Dar es Salaam. The pitches there, the spinners are more effective than the seam bowlers. That's one of the things we looked at as when we were doing selections.
So in those two departments, where is our strength? Somewhere by here we feel like we are going to beat these teams because of this. Is it on our bowling? Is it on our all-round performance, or is it on our batting?
For now, I'll say our main strong point is our bowling. Our bowling attack it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, coach, what do you expect? What will you tell the viewers and all Kenyans? What should they expect in that in the qualifiers?
What I'll tell them is our team is strong enough to take on any team. We have been preparing well and no issues. And what I can promise them, our boys will do better. After even we just came from Omtex Academy. That's one of the booster which boosted our boys.
Coach, sorry, I was forgetting about your training in India. The team went to India to Omtex Academy for 10 days.
Yes.
Briefly, if you could just tell us how the training was and of how it impact, of what importance has the training brought into your team?
Yeah, first was about team training together. We had some boys from Nakuru, Mombasa. This was a good opportunity for the team to gel and train together. I'll say the experience that the boys got there, it was good. They had some good coaches, good facilities. They all worked on all departments, fielding, bowling, strength work, fitness, everything. Yeah.
And is it something that maybe you could encourage our Cricket Kenya to take up one or two things that you found there?
Yeah. That I will encourage even the youngsters who feel they have interest with their cricket, they should visit that Omtex. It's a good thing. You'll never regret.
Yeah, so that was our national under-19 coach, Josephat Irungu. Irungu has just shared with us his expectation, how the team is ahead of the World Cup qualifier that starts this Sunday on 23rd of this month, July, in Dar es Salaam. They've got 5 teams, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 5 teams, and only one team will qualify for that World Cup, which will be held in Sri Lanka next year. And the teams are, of course, host Tanzania, us Kenya, Uganda, Sierra Leone, Nigeria. Yeah, 6 teams then.
And Namibia.
So it's going to be a tough tournament, a good tournament for Kenya. And we just hope that our boys will bounce back after missing out the last year's a World Cup, because as I said before, because of instability in our Kenyan cricket that had been witnessed for a long time, the team will do well, and again will be battling out with the big boys of world cricket, the likes of Pakistan, South Africa, England, India, Australia, New Zealand.
Yes.
So, coach, on behalf of Cricket Chat, we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And after those 5 or 6 days of the tournament, you will come back victorious. So until next time, when we'll have another conversation, thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you so much, and